Hey guys, thanks for clicking on my link. Happy snowy Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend. In case you missed it, Toronto today, this week, sorry, is it's gonna be a lot of things I'll be talking about, like 10 items. So I'm gonna go through them very quickly, and because I'm trying to fit them in the next 15 minutes. Also, if hope you guys don't mind. I'll be looking down on my iPad because I have been making notes on these articles, and I'll also be providing links to the news articles so that you guys could like read up on them if you want to. So I'm just gonna get right into it. So for the first one, it's a fossil species of bristleworm that they found out in British Columbia. I'm including this one here because the people who found the fossil are from Toronto. So apparently it's really small, so you need a microscope to see it. It's a type of, or correct me if I'm wrong, it's a species that's kind of like today some earthworms or leeches, but this one's special because its head being complex as opposed to like the earthworms and leeches simple heads apparently. So yeah, that's really cool because it's apparently a 500, oh sorry, they found it in a 508 million year old marble canyon, again out in British Columbia. It is called Kootenayscolex Barbarensis, so I might be saying that incorrectly, sorry. So okay, then moving on, the government promises to spend $50 million to help children learn to code in school. So that's from kindergarten to grade 12. That's really great, I think. They're planning to spend $50 million on that. And then Sears insolvency fees. Sears Canada spent $52.9 million on insolvency fees, and you know their old employees are pretty concerned and alarmed at the amount. Anyway, Sears Canada closed its remaining stores on January 14 and to leave it with just 70 employees by the end of this month, January 2018. And then there's the mafia stuff. So there's this lady called, her name was Mila Barberi, and she was shot back in March 2017, and then a few months later the mobster Angelo Musitano was also shot, and the police think that it's the same guy that went after the both of them, although they're saying that the lady was shot like not on purpose, it was by mistake, but they do think that it's the same person. He's about 6'2" and 250 pounds. So Angelo Musitano and Pat Musitano, they went to jail they went to jail and they spent almost 10 years because they shot this other mobster named Johnny Papalia, and so the police think that it was a revenge thing. So anyways, moving on to another shooting. This man, he's 20 years old. His name's Adam Abdi. Apparently, so he's being charged, like he's facing numerous charges, and including 7 counts of attempted murder, and 5 counts of possessing a restricted or prohibited firearm, and 5 counts of discharging a firearm with intent to wound, endanger life, or prevent arrest. So the cops don't see any direct motives between his victims because I guess there's just no pattern, and the victims don't know each other, and they're from different places, you know. So they think it's just a random thing, but they have the guy in custody, so you know, phew. And then Bell, number 6, we're just breezing through this. Number 6, if you're a Bell customer, you might want to change your password and security stuff because apparently there's been another hack on, or like hackers again, like illegally accessed Bell Canada's customer information for the second time, and that's within 8 months. It was confirmed that hackers got hold of fewer than 100,000 customer information, including emails and names. But last May 2017, 1.9 million email addresses and about 1,700 names and phone numbers were stolen from Bell's database. Back in 2013, Yahoo apparently was hacked and all 3 billion of its users' email accounts were affected. And then in 2017, last year, Equifax, Equifax is the credit company, like they're in charge of, sorry. So if you want to go check your credit score or whatever, your credit information is all on there. So back in 2017, Equifax was hacked and reported that 145 million people, including 100,000 Canadians, had personal information stolen in a cyber attack. So that's crazy. And then there's the right whales are endangered. This one's also not in Toronto, but still I think it's worth mentioning that right whales, there's only like 17, okay, there have been 17 confirmed right whale deaths both in Canada and the US last year that they were a result of fishing gear entanglements. So there are only 450 right whales left about there in the world, and that number is declining. The federal fisheries minister has imposed new measures aimed at protecting North Atlantic right whales from entanglement with fishing gear. So they're planning to do color codings, and I think they're planning to so like the speed limit that was imposed before will be back on ships in the Gulf of St. Lawrence when the whales return. And then Campbell Soup Company, its plant in Etobicoke is shutting down. So about 380 jobs will be lost. The company says it will continue to operate the plant for up to 18 months while closing its while closing it in phases. Etobicoke facility employs about 600 people, but about 200 of those people work in commercial operations at the Campbell Soup Company's Canadian headquarters, which will be relocated elsewhere in the GTA. And then the last two are about two Canadian politicians who have resigned because of sexual harassment allegations. One is Liberal MP Hehr, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Hehr, has resigned from the federal cabinet over sexual harassment allegations, but will continue to sit in the party caucus. In December, Hehr was accused by a group of thalidomide survivors of making degrading comments to them during meetings. Hehr holds one of the three Liberal seats in Alberta. And then the other one is Patrick Brown. He was elected as the Ontario PC leader in 2015. He's also resigned because of sexual misconduct claims. CTV said one of the allegations are from over 10 years ago and involved a high school student, while the other incident involved a woman working for the MP and then Prime Minister Stephen Harper's government in 2012. He is fighting to clear his name after sexual misconduct allegations were brought against him by two women. So, not sure how many more minutes I got, but I also want to talk about Bruce McArthur. He's been, I think so far he's been charged like 5 first-degree murders. Horrible. So I just wanted to bring that up. I was gonna bring it up next week, but I thought. Anyways, thanks for clicking on my link, guys, and hope you guys learned a few information, or of what happened this week if you missed them. In case you missed them. Thanks for clicking on my link, and hope to see you guys again soon. Have a great week.